Alrighty, everybody. This is Dr. Garner here. Let's talk about voice killers. Now, this has been a little bit of a theme, and I just want to continue and shore up another voice killer. We've talked about voice killers previously, tension here. We've talked about abnormal breathing patterns. I've got a bunch of videos on that. Watch those. We have talked about abnormal tension in the pelvic floor and recruitment. We've talked about snarky psoas and psoas speaking. We have at some point talked about respiratory diaphragm tightness and oblique tightness, or what I call oblique speak, when the muscles up here are so tight that you can't get up under the rib cage. If you can't do this, go and watch Orofacial Release Part 1. Okay. That being said, if you are genuinely struggling with vocal fatigue, a loss of a certain part of your range, or your entire range is starting to contract, or you're going through a specific season in life, for females, that would be perimenopause, menopause, postmenopausal, prenatal, and postpartum, because your voice changes due to the chemistry of what's going on in your body with hormones, and also anatomical change. So lots of physiological changes, but the good news is you can get your voice back, okay? You don't have to struggle with that. So another voice killer that exists out of many, many of the variables that I measure every day in the clinic is how well you can control your rib cage. Now, I teach a little breath technique called the reverse exhale. So you can go to my channel and look up reverse exhale if you need that. I'll also put the link in the description down below. But there's a breathing technique called the reverse exhale, as I mentioned, and then another one called a Tibetan breathing technique. What is a Tibetan breathing technique? It is imagining that you could breathe into the left side of your lung and into the right side or right lung. Now, can we actually do that? I don't think so, okay? And if we can, I would love to see that. However, you can control the expansion of one side of the rib cage versus the other. So if you put your hands on your ribs, can you do this little voice hack? Can you inhale and only expand the right, or excuse me, on this side, let's go left side first, left rib cage. So watch my hands. I might need to come up a little bit more. Okay. Watch the left side. Also notice no orofacial tension here, okay? No chest rise. And now breathe through the right side. And I'm getting no ribcage movement at all on the side that I don't want to use. One more time on the right side. One more time. Now put them together. See how much expansion there is there? You want to have a base of good ribcage mobility, mid-spine mobility, and some of the other things that I've mentioned in the other voice killer videos, so you can go back and look at those as well. But this is yet another voice killer and something that you want to both avoid with having that rigid, tight abdominal cavity and rib cage, but also to work on and improve. And the good news is you can. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Also share it with someone else. I would love that. Thank you. If you have questions, put them in the comments. I answer all reasonable comments. And if you want to be seen one-on-one, or you want to enroll in a program, or I try to offer a range of things so that it's accessible, because it's important to me that care is affordable and accessible. I'm a long-time advocate of that. So you will find solutions on my website that range anywhere from free to, of course, like concierge care. That's at garnerpelvichealth.com.